1. Basic stats. First and most important, the basic value each Pokémon has. You cannot change it, even if you catch the same Pokémon multiple times. It is pretty simple to figure them out, just open the Pokédex and mouse it over the green triangle. We have health points, HP, attack, AC, defense, def, speed, SPD, special attack, SP AC, and last but not least special defense, SP def. Each stat is pretty much self-explanatory, so I won't cover that and the formula which goes with them. If you really want me to do, say so and I will add to it in the future, but for now we will stay with the basics. 2. Individual value. Now to the part where everyone wants their Pokémon to be rated by the all chat. The individual value, or short IVs, range from 1 to 31 and are random generated upon engaging a Pokémon in the wild. You cannot alter them directly, only by catching the same Pokémon over and over again. There are 631 different possible variations, so quite a lot. It is pretty hard to get a perfect Pokémon, meaning all 6 stats have to have 31 IVs and HP, AC, def, SPD, SP AC and SP def. A friendly advice, don't try to get one smile. 3. Effort value. Everyone always complains about farming IVs, short for effort value. You will soon know why. Compared to IVs, you have full control over the IVs. Each Pokémon you defeat can and will grant you IVs, which one depends on the Pokémon you have defeated. For example, if you want your Pokémon to get IVs in SP AC, you have to defeat Pokémon who will yield SP AC, and that is, for example, Psyduck. In most cases Pokémon will yield its highest basic stat as EV, so you can see it directly in the Pokédex. But doesn't always has to be true. To be sure, I would recommend to always check on the internet. Now to the tricky part. You can only get a total of 510 EVs. You can distribute them how you like, but you have to keep in mind, one stat can only receive 252 EVs. To make it more clear, let's take our Psyduck again as an example. For some odd reason you want to train your Psyduck in AC and def, that's fine. But it also means you have to defeat 252 Paras for AC and 252 Geodudes for def. If you are keeping up, you will notice we are missing now 6 EVs. You can now put 4 EVs in the third most useful spot, so we will take SPD for that, meaning you have to kill another 4 Digletts. The other 2 are leftovers and are useless, and I will tell you why. Every 4th EV will grant you 1 additional basic stat. That means the 252 AC we just trained are divided by 4. Adding to our example of the Psyduck, which has a basic attack value of 52, it would give us 52 plus 252 fourths, 52 plus 63. Now you may see why the 2 EV leftovers won't bother us anymore, because 2 EVs are not enough to make another 1 basic stat. To summarize it, you can train 510 total EV, but only 252 in each stat, HP, AC, def, SPD, SP AC, SP def, and if you decide to push 2 stats to the limit you will have 6 leftovers and only 4 of them will matter, the other 2 won't. We will come back to the formula later again. 4. Nature. There are 25 different natures out there and it is totally random, like the IVs, which one you will get. But you can alter that with a Pokémon which has the ability Synchronize. It does have a 50% chance to apply the same nature it has, to the Pokémon you are engaging in the wild. There are 20 natures which will increase and decrease 1 stat and 5 natures who are blank, meaning they don't do anything. If you select a Pokémon which has one of the 20 natures you will see that 1 basic stat is highlighted in green and 1 in orange, red. The green is the boosted stat and the yellow, orange stat will get decreased. But different from IVs and EVs, a nature will never touch the HP stat. A green stat is increased by 1.1, meaning 10%, and a yellow, red stat is increased by 0.9, meaning it only has 90% of its total power. 5. Altogether. Now let's see what it can do altogether. This is where the magic happens. I will take the example from earlier again, our Psyduck. Let's pretend we got ourselves a fine, perfect Psyduck with 31 IVs in every stat and trained its EVs in AC and def for the full amount. The basic stats are 50 horsepower, 52 AC, 48 def, 65 SP AC, 50 SP def and 55 SPD. Perfect. That is all the information we need to calculate the stats it will have at every level. Let's take a look at the formula. Basic stat 2 plus 4 plus EV, 4, X, 100, plus 5, nature. Now we only have to insert our stats. It's pretty simple. Let's try it out. Our basic stat for ATK is 52. We have 31 EVs in ATK and trained it all the way to 252 EVs in ATK. The X marks the level it should have, so we make it a 100 and we want it to have the nature adamant, plus ATK, SP ATK. Let's see what the formula looks like if we fill it in. 52 times 2 plus 31 plus 252, 4, 100, 100, plus 5, 1.1 equals 223.3 ATK. As we can see, our Psyduck will have 223 ATK at level 100, easy, isn't it? Smile. Now we do it for the SP ATK. 65 times 2 plus 31 plus 0, 4, 100, 100, plus 5, 0.9 equals 149, 4 SP ATK. You can do it now with every stat and you can see for yourself what your Pokemon will looks like at the selected level, in this case 100. But there is one exception, that is the HP stat. It does work a little different. Basic stat 2 plus 4 plus EV, 4, X, 100, plus 10 plus X. Let's see how much HP our little Psyduck can get at level 150 times 2 plus 31 plus 0, 4, 100, 100, plus 10 plus 100 equals 241 horsepower.